Good morning, children. Welcome to Anu Public School online classes. I am going to teach EVS for 5th standard. Students, all of you open content page. Serial number 1, Living Word. Now, all of you open page number 1 in your textbook. Lesson 1, Living Word. Yes, students, living word. Living word is nothing but environment. You already learned about living things and non-living things in previous class. What do you mean by environment? The things around us is environment. The environment includes living and non-living things. I will start reading. Observe, students. Protection of environment is the duty of all. You must have heard this saying. The word environment is very familiar to us. The things around us is environment. We can enjoy environment by seeing only. We see hills, forest, river, falls, streams, honeybee, insects, eagle, snake, soil, light, birds and so many other things around us which make us wonder. This is our environment. Our environment is home for diversity. You have the curiosity to know the speciality of this diversity, haven't you? If so, understand this unit. Yes, shall I start the explanation? In this para, they are mentioned things around us. We can enjoy environment by seeing only. There are two types of things, living things, non-living things. Things which have life in them are called living things. Example, honeybee, insects, eagle, snake, birds. Things which do not have life in them, examples, hills, forest, river, falls, streams, soil, light. Yes, after studying this lesson, students, you will identify living beings and non-living things. You can know the important characteristics of living beings. You can introduce yourself to the method of food production in plants, life cycle and different types of plants. Next, classify animals based on their feeding habits. Next, know the importance of protection of plants and animals. Next, here they had given one story. Read this story, Lazy Somanna. Somanna is a lazy person. Even though he owns a piece of land, he has not worked for a single day in his land. He used to live only by receiving what others gave him. He was very fond of groundnuts, especially fried groundnuts. Once while eating fried groundnuts, he got an idea. He thought that if he sowed groundnuts in his land, he would get enough groundnuts to eat and he need not beg anybody for it. Also, he felt that if he sowed fried groundnuts, yield would be fried groundnuts. So, there would be no need to fry the groundnuts. Not knowing the type of seeds to be sown, Somanna started sowing fried groundnuts from the next day itself. Seeing Somanna working in his land, the neighboring farmers were very happy that Somanna had left his laziness finally. Days passed, plants grew and greenery was everywhere, but not a single plant appeared in Somanna's land. Yes, students, what do you understood from this story? Somanna is a lazy person. He was very fond of groundnuts, especially fried groundnuts. Children, are you like to eat fried groundnuts? Yes, Somanna also wants to eat fried groundnut. Once while eating fried groundnuts, he got an idea. If he sowed fried groundnuts, yield would be fried groundnuts. Not knowing the type of seeds to be sown, he started to sow fried groundnuts in his land. After 2 to 3 days, others' land was full of green, but his land was empty. Shall we move to the next page, students? See what they had given. Think, you have read the story. Why did plants not grow in Somana's land? Yes, why, students? Plants did not grow in Somana's land because he sown fried groundnut, which did not have the characteristics needed to grow into a plant. We will move to the next para, students. See, I will read out. Raw groundnuts have the characteristics needed to grow into a plant. It is called living component. In fried groundnuts, the living component is destroyed. It is called the non-living state. In the environment, there are living beings which have the living characteristics and non-living beings which do not have the living characteristics. See, students, what they had given. Do you know the characteristics of living being and non-living beings? Now, I am going to explain about the difference between living beings, non-living beings. Living beings grow, non-living beings do not grow. Living beings can move from one place to another. Non-living beings cannot move by themselves. Living beings need food and water to live. Non-living beings do not need food. Living beings breathe. Non-living beings do not breathe. Living beings reproduce. Non-living beings cannot reproduce. Next, see, students, in the following chart, some components of the environment and some living characteristics are given. Read carefully. If in each of the component the characteristics given in front of them are found, put tick mark. If these characteristics are not found, put cross mark. Yes, students, here you can see the table. In that they had given components of the environment with their 7 characteristics. Let's begin with first one, mouse. It can grow, tick. It can eat food, tick. It moves from one place to another, tick. It can breathe, tick. It can excrete, tick. Excrete means removal of waste from the body. It can respond to stimulus, tick. It can reproduce, tick. Mouse is a living being. Next we will go for non-living being, brick. Brick is a non-living thing. It cannot grow. It cannot eat food. It cannot move. It cannot, do not breathe. Non-living, it cannot, yes, brick cannot excrete. Brick cannot respond to stimulus. Brick cannot reproduce. Yes, students, remain you can do it by yourself. Yes, see, students. Next, see here, students, the components which you have marked tick are called living beings, and those which you have marked cross are called non-living things. Children, today you are learnt about definition of living beings and non-living beings and characteristics of living and non-living beings. Children, in next class we are going to discuss about remaining topics. Thank you.